Go.
Okay, so Ruger was a little excited during the greetings we saw in the earlier video. Now, he was fine, he went and laid down. As soon as I started walking forward, he disagreed. Now, some dogs, when they think that they are in a leadership position or they're a little insecure, when a human moves around, what he was doing is basically disagreeing with me. So I wanted to establish kind of a leadership deal. I didn't want to do it through dominance or correcting him because he's a big dog, he can do some damage. I don't think he's an aggressive dog. I think he's just a little bit more nervous and not quite sure where his place is. So I have applied a leash. Now I put the leash on myself. Make sure you're not doing that when a dog is growly or aggressive. That would be better for the guardians to do. But he was pretty amicable, so I put it on him. Now when we came in, he started rushing. And so I stopped him with the leash multiple times. Now, the house here is a great house. It's got a great floor plan, but it does have hardwood floors. And one of the things that is concerning for the guardians, he's a new dog to the house. We don't want him scratching up the floors. And he gets so excited, he just runs through, he's slipping and sliding and scratching the floors. So instead of letting him just barrel his way through, when a dog does that, he's aroused. And just like us, when we get really worked up in an argument, it's hard for us to just calm down immediately. We need to go sometimes take a walk. So what I'm doing is walking in with him in stages and stopping every couple feet, or especially when he tries to pull. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have the guardian here in a second. She's going to start walking backwards, and we're going to walk forward. I'm just going to show you how we can kind of have a metered or measured entry with keeping the dog in more of this nice calm energy than spazzing out and scratching up the hardwood floors. All right, so if you want to go ahead and just start walking backwards, I'm going to wait till you get on the wood, and then I'll start coming in. Now I've stopped and corrected him a couple times. You can notice he's watching my gait, which is a great sign, excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little bit, that he's looking at me in more of a leadership capacity. And so this is, I'm guessing, very different than normal. When he comes in this room, he just tears ass in. Okay, so as you can see, with the right communication and explaining what the structure and the rules and the expected behavior are, we can establish this. Now what I would recommend you guys do is practice the same thing. Have him on, oh, sit. What a good sit. You're a well-behaved dog, aren't you? Now he's just a little confused. So bringing him into this room repetitively on a leash will help establish a new behavior. Now dogs, the neurology of a dog's brain is similar to humans in that the more that they do something, it gets covered, the neural pathway, which is a signal, gets covered in something called the myelin sheath. The guardian is shaking her head, so she must know this. Dogs have the same neurology in their brain, so the more that they do something a specific way, the more they're apt to continue doing it that way once we've developed enough myelin. So this is going to come through repetition. So every time you go in there, I would put him on a leash and walk him in here very measured like this so that he starts just walking in casually. After about a week or so, you could probably try doing it without, when he's calm. Not when there's somebody at the door, just go over the door and then walk in calmly. And eventually we can have some guests come over and practice this. You might want to have him on a leash, but not be holding the leash. So if he does start tearing around, we can grab the leash, put a stop to it, and keep him from getting all aroused and animated. But this is really good. All right.